And now, as I talk about his counterpart in his division, this quarterback is my favorite quarterback in the league. He is the most dynamic quarterback in the league. He has the most rushing yards in a season by a quarterback. He is the only quarterback to have won unanimously as the MVP. He played college at Louisville, where he won the Heisman. When he got drafted, he was drafted, he was the last pick in the first round. 31 teams passed him over. 31 teams passed him over. And what he said was, Baltimore's going to get a Super Bowl out of me. I can guarantee you that. Now, the last few years, he's missed out on the playoffs because of injury. I'm talking about none other than Lamar Jackson, Mr. Flock himself. Lamar Jackson is the only quarterback that has 10 plus wins against teams 500 or better in a single season since quarterback starts have been tracked in 1950. He is the only quarterback with 10 plus wins. The only one. No one else. Not Tom Brady, not Patrick Mahomes, not Joe Montana, not Dan Marino, not John Elway. None of those quarterbacks have 10 plus wins against teams 500 or better. Lamar Jackson's the only one. Lamar Jackson now has 4 career touchdowns of 75 plus yards. All 4 came against the team that he just beat on Sunday, 56-19, the Miami Dolphins. The Ravens are one of 3 teams that have, where they're tied with the most 14 plus win versus teams with a winning record entering the game in NFL history. They have 7. The only other team that have 7 is the 2014 Patriots, who also won the Super Bowl that season. The other team that's on that list is the Pottsville Maroons, who won 6. That was in 1925. So this does not happen often. In that game against Miami, Lamar Jackson had a perfect passer rating, 158.3, QBR of 95.9. He threw for 5 touchdowns, 321 yards, 15 yards per pass, and he was 18-21 on the field. He also carried the ball for six times for 35 yards. But that was a game where he balled out. And that 75 plus yard touchdown that he threw was to Zay Flowers, his star rookie, wide receiver out of Boston College. Zay Flowers has been balling this year, but Lamar Jackson is the one that's been leading that team. Of all the MVP candidates, he is clearly the reason why his team has been winning. Clearly, by far. Because I'm a Niners fan, and I could talk about Purdy and CMC and how if neither one of them would be there, we wouldn't be winning at all. You know, CMC went down against the Commanders, and we still won that game, which proves that he can do that. But one thing I want to make sure I mention is that this Ravens defense is amazing this season. Right now, they lead the league in sacks, points allowed per game, and I believe it's total yards. This Ravens defense has been lights out. They went into Santa Clara on Christmas night. And as much as it burns me to say that they stole Christmas from Santa Clara and beat the San Francisco 49ers 33-19 at home and forced 5 interceptions. Brock Purdy had 4 of those. Sam Darnold came in, threw a touchdown, and threw one in the end, and threw another interception in the end. This defense has been, I don't think anyone else can say this, but this Ravens defense is the best defense that's been there this league. The 3 best defenses in this league I've seen have been the Ravens, the Browns, and the 49ers. Those have been the 3 best defenses all year long, along with the Kansas City Chiefs. I can't forget about them because that Chiefs defense has been lights out as well. And then you got teams like the Steelers whose defenses play good, whose defenses play good. And you got to think about the Saints. Their defense has been good. So, but the top 3, that's the top 3 right there. But when it comes to those MVP candidates, Lamar Jackson is leading it. It's a minus 20,000. So it's just about a guarantee that he's going to win the MVP, and deservingly so. Lamar Jackson has been balling out and doing everything he needs to do to lead his team. They now have the number 1 seed in the AFC. They are the number 1 team overall in the NFL. This is the best team in the NFL. Lamar Jackson is healthy. He has not missed a game this year. He went and got a brand new contract, and now he's balling. He seems like he's primed to take his team to the Super Bowl. He promised that he would win it. He promised he would get them there. If he gets them there, he wins it. There's nothing else you can say about him. Lamar, you're a dog. So welcome to the Dogs in the Field, Lamar. You join your former teammate, Joe Flacco, the guy who helped, teach you some of the things in football. Him along with RG3, but more so Joe Flacco. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, and you want to go do that for the Ravens as well. The Ravens have 2. Joe Flacco was one of those. The others shouldn't differ. You can add yourself to that list and say you're one of the 3 quarterbacks that have allowed this team to win a Super Bowl. Now, got to head to college. Thank you for watching all the way through and tuning all the way into the end. Thank you for enjoying Dave's Doghouse. I hope you had a great show. Make sure you like this video and hit the notification button so you get an alert whenever I go live again or have another video and another episode. And also, last but not least, hit that share button. If you enjoyed this and you think someone else will enjoy it, share it. And also, thank you again for, tuning into this episode. And I'll see you next time.